Get a room, go up, sleep. I don't know if this is a good idea, to be perfectly honest. I actually don't know. Twilight, staff enchantment, ritual failed. Why? What is... Why? I've no food rations left neither. And I'm running out of money too. Maybe just load. Okay, I'm gonna abuse the save games, alright? I'm just gonna abuse the save games. Because this is kinda silly. The number of times this is failing. I don't really understand. Like, am I doing this wrong? Or what am I... The thing is, the staff is kinda useless without enchanting it. Like, if you try to fight with the staff and your staff breaks, then you just lose your magic staff forever. And then you're completely screwed. This seems wrong. Like, why is this failing so much? Alright, let me sleep. And then go back up. Actually no, go back up into the room. And use magic, staff enchantment. No. No. Am I doing this wrong? Like, is something not correct in what I'm doing? Or is this really what's happening right now? Does it indicate that it's sanctified? Unbreakable, alright. So, what does that say? Hold on, what does it say? It's magical unbreakable, interesting. Maybe it's already sanctified. Wait a minute. First enchantment, oh I see. Wait, is that what I think it means? And that is... Sanctification 1. Oh wait a minute. It's already got 1 enchantment on it. Is that what it means? I think that's what it means. Ritual failed. Alright, I'm just gonna not try that anymore. Load the game. We are gonna sleep until tomorrow morning. I don't understand what's going on. Alright, so we're gonna get some magic points back. I'm gonna leave the inn. What is that sound? Why is that so loud? I don't know what that sound is, but okay. So now we can run around and explore. Let's see the map. Smith Taverns. Let's go to let's oh, market store. Interesting. General market, embassy of the Central Realm, magistrate. All right, we're gonna go to a tavern because that's where we're gonna find stuff to do. Can we talk to guys? No, we can't. Can't talk to these guys. All right. Yes, the Happy Bilk in Thorwell.
The tavern is well frequented. The bar is occupied by a lot of drunkards. Not many stools are left. The innkeeper is busy serving his patrons. You sit down. The innkeeper looks at you inquiringly.
You're a motley lot. What can I get you?
You must know a lot of things.
Not so hasty, my friends. How about a beer first?
But of course. Short while later, the tankards of beer are on the counter. You can scarcely believe your tongues or your eyes. It is real pale Fadocane. The innkeepers grin at your amazement, so what do you want to know? You're a worldly man and know your way around here, don't you?
Well, I know a lot, just as an example. But I don't know if that's of any use to you, of course.
An academy in old Ugdelf now heard there's some trouble of late. Can't do much with that.
Well, let me think. What else might be of interest? Oh, yes. I think my meager knowledge is but of little use to you otherwise. He shrugs and points to a group of raucous Thorwallians. Anyway, my locals need me, as you can see. He quickly walks off to take a huge order.
If you take cross with the ferry, you can travel the wide trading road to Efford via Circe and Merske. So these are towns, and you can travel a lot. So,
A Thorwallian, wearing a war coat and bearing a heavy axe and a bugle, enters the taproom. Hearken, hearken, hearken! The Hetmann Tronde Torbenson seeks heroes who are able and willing to go on a dangerous quest that may well cost them their lives, but may also give them eternal glory and good gold. Skills of the sword and magic are needed to complete this quest. If you believe that you have both the skills and the courage, go to the Hetman in Thorwall by the shortest route.
So that's the main quest. He's gonna tell you to go to the Hetman Tronde.
You take a look around. Nothing much has changed. The few patrons have probably left the tavern, but others have arrived to take their place. In the corner, a leaf elf has unpacked a hand harp and begins to sing, but sadly, nobody is listening. Do you want to?
Look around the tavern. We can use talent. Actually, who has the talents? Let me just double check. We want play instrument 52400. What about acrobatics? 23102. Okay, -2. Okay, so we got Pinkie Pie for acrobatics and rarity for instruments, right? So we're gonna try to play instrument rarity. It didn't work. Dance? Who would dance? Pinkie Pie? Expertly impressed by the excellence of the performance, the guest gives you 6 farthings. Yes! So you can earn a few coins like this. Not that you can get very much. But that's good. Alright, we got a few farthings out of it. What else can we do? Cheat. I don't know if I want to cheat or not. Pickpockets and cheat. Talents? -3 pickpockets. She's got 7 pickpockets and 7 cheat. Let me save the game. We're gonna get a lot of save games by the end of this. Let's see how far we can push this. I don't wanna abuse the save games too much, but cheat Pinkie Pie. You quickly find a gambling table, and Pinkie Pie takes 2 silver pieces, 4 farthings, but still really playing the cards. Yes, good job, Pinkie Pie. And pickpockets, Pinkie Pie. With nimble fingers, Pinkie Pie acquires several purses to the tune of 4 silver pieces. Awesome, and I'm gonna get myself out of here before anyone notices. So you can use those skills to loot innocent people and steal their money. And in fact, you can go into all the taverns and do the same sort of stuff. Play instruments, rarity. Nope, nobody likes her singing. Dance, Pinkie Pie. Good, 1 silver piece. Alright, let's get out of here. So you get a bit of money doing that, not very much though. Okay, what's my map saying? House of Sandal Clageson, Armory, Magistrate? I don't know, like, can I go visit people's houses? A tall, dark-haired man opens the door. Yes. You tell him about your mission and ask if there's any way he can help you. He shrugs regretfully. Sorry, I'm just a simple scribe. You see that the room behind him is crammed with books. From here, the titles look something like Traveling in Adventuria, The Small Guide to Diseases, and Hero Training Made Easy. Before you have an opportunity to point out that he might just possess useful information after all, he has pushed you back outside and locked the door. So most of the doors don't actually do anything. So the magistrate, is the Hetman Tronde in here?
This is the building of the city magistrate. A young Thorwallian lady dressed in typical garb sits in the reception.
Your desire?
We want to inquire if the town has need for capable fighters for dangerous missions. Capable fighters for dangerous missions. Ask around the harbor.
Everyone here says that. If you need money for food, ask at the Temple of Travia or Parain. If you need lots of money, ask at Storebrandt's office.
Right. I just noticed there's a purple triangle in my map. Actually, let me just... There's also... Wait, what is this? Oh, herbs. Temple of Star, Golden Apple, Four Winds. Alright, let me just see if I can make my way around here. I think Hetman Tronde is up here, or maybe this is something else. So we're gonna try to sanctify the dagger and do the staff ritual when we have time. So like every time we rest, we're gonna try it. Alter skin of the Hetman.
G'day. I'm sure you don't want to see me, so get out.
Really? Okay, we don't wanna see her. Or him. Or her. Hey guys.
The Hetman's Otterskin rises high above the city, home not only to Hetman Tronde's residence, but also to a garrison and the famed map library. Outside the heavy gates in the embankment are two giants with fearsome axes, obviously warriors of the Het Guard.
Where are you going?
Because of the call to arms, I see. Let's see if there even was a call to arms. More imports of Fountainlandian potatoes. An application for a vote in Hjalding. Major weddings. Plan X. Heroes wanted. You don't look like farmers, merchants, jarls, or specialists for Plan X. So you must be heroes. Well, come along then.
We must be heroes.
One of the guards lead you into the large storage, where Hetman Tronde is brooding over old maps by the light of several candles. After you have politely introduced yourself, we do not need these niceties. So you think you are able to survive the wilderness for months on end, to find something where you don't even know what it is? Indeed, that's what I call courage. Right to business. Thorwall is in grave peril. Orcs are gathering in the upper Bodir Valley, and it looks like they have united behind one leader now.
Okay.
If the auguries are accurate, then they will number in the thousands this time. We must prevent the orcs from reaching Vilnhome, else war will be inevitable. I have studied the ancient sagas and realized that the best thing we can do is impress the orcs, and preferably their chieftain, so much that they abandon their plans. Magic would actually be best suited to the task, but you know what it's like. Spellcasters are either incompetent or on the wrong side, so we need a different method. There was a weapon lost in Orkland dozens of years ago. Grimring, the sword of the famous Hetman Higgelik, whose expedition never returned. His grave must be somewhere in Orkland, and his sword is probably there as well. They say the orcs were in terror of the weapon then, and their shamans, or whatever they're called, supposedly have a long memory. If we could get our hands on this weapon, and a brave warrior could teach the orcs a lesson with it, we would have won half the battle. They'll either scatter, or else their morale will be weakened to the point that we easily force them to retreat. Well, now that you know what this is about, do you still think you have the courage to go on this quest?
Yes, a matter that still warrants discussing.
I can give you a letter granting you equipment from the armory, and you will be richly rewarded on your return, of course. One piece of advice. As far as I know, a direct descendant of Higalik, one Isleif Olgardsson, lives in Stonrock. Why don't you try your luck there?
Felston is not Stunrock, but okay. We are gonna give that to
May
Verity.
Swafnir's blessing and the 12 be with you.
Because Verity is going to lead in the city. We're gonna go to the armory. And we're gonna find ourselves some cheap weapons now that we've got the letter from the Hetmann. And that basically is the start of the game. And you can figure out the rest of it from that point on, apparently. Alright, let's go to the armory. And then we're gonna have to go to that place where there's stuff to do.
What do you want here in the armory? An old, one-legged man asks you as he writes lists at a desk. Do you have a letter from the Hetman or Jadra? He goes on without looking up.
Yes.
Oh, that has not happened for years. Are we at war? Well, not my business. I will not be drafted anymore, anyway. Come on, I'll show you the weapons you can have. Pick what you need. Everything up to ducats is free.
10 ducats. Alright, so ideally some better armor. But that might be a bit too much to ask. What is... Okay, Rainbow Dash already has leather armor. So I'm thinking I just need to get like 4 bits of leather armor, and I don't think Twilight can wear any armor at all.